So this is Scanner Sombre. It's a pretty straightforward, simple concept for a walking simulator style game. And when I say walking simulator, I'm not saying that pejoratively. I think that that term was created pejoratively, but this genre of game is actually something that I find really interesting a lot of the time. I don't always finish them, but I do find them fascinating. So this game actually kind of reminds me a lot of House of Leaves. I don't know if you've read that book. I don't know if I would recommend it because it's a weird experience. But that book is about someone who finds a doorway in their house that lets them into a weird, sort of irrational space. It's like they've got a almost like a basement that goes on forever. And I'm in a space like that here. Like for some reason, this place is completely devoid of light except for this little tent. And instead of bringing a light with me, by the way, I'm not sure what's lighting this tent. Huh. Instead of bringing a light with me, I've got this scanner and a headset. So if I hold the left button, it fires these lasers out and just puts all these dots on my headset. Check out this music, by the way. So the dots change color depending on their proximity. I love little music cues like that, by the way. Like they're just waiting for me to use this thing for the first time, and so they can kick off that music. I think what's interesting is the walls that I paint with these dots, they've got no occlusion. It's not that they're black and I'm printing on them. I can see all of the dots through the walls. So it really is just these dots are just being painted in 3D space in my headset, and I don't know. It's a nice little internally consistent set of rules for their world that I like. Sort of the joke that I made when I first played it was basically, well, okay, I'm calling it a joke like it's supposed to be funny. It's not actually funny, but was it this is like one game that is never going to have the problem of have I been in this room before? That was one thing that I loved about Wolfenstein when I was a kid. Was it was the first game I'd ever played where the levels were laid out like a maze, and it was really kind of a challenge to figure out where to go. But they made the decision to just leave all the dead bodies lying around, and because all the dead bodies were lying around, I always knew if I'd been in a room because it was full of dead bodies. And this game solves that solves that problem even more elegantly by basically, rooms essentially don't exist visually until you've been there and done something to them. So if you can see a room, you know you've been in it. I was utterly alone. No call for help would... Oh, there went the text. Okay, I'm distracting myself too much and I'm unable to read the story of this game. My friends all told me I was crazy. My wife couldn't understand my obsession. I think if my wife saw me playing this game, she also would not understand my obsession. But I had to know if the myths were true. Because this is a weird game. So sorry, I keep whipping the camera around. That's probably uncomfortable to watch. It's just, unfortunately, I can't really distribute my dots without moving the camera. And if I just want to do something quickly, sometimes it means like a quick whoosh, to get all the dots where I need them. One thing that kind of surprises me is how little I get lost in this game. I mean, I said, jokingly, like, oh, you always know if you've been in a room before, but really, I kind of expect to just sort of be running into walls all the time. Even with this scanner here, I expect to be like, wait, there's dots, there's dots, there's dots. I don't know where I can go. I don't know where the hole is. But I mean, the sort of rainbowy look of this game is kind of weird. But the fact that the dots are different at different depths, you can really, I mean, exits really stand out, right? Because they turn purple. And the way the levels are laid out, I really don't usually have a problem finding the one purple spot on the wall that's going to lead to the next area. So check that. So there is occlusion on these walls because those physical objects that are visible in the world, they're not visible when they're behind the walls. So the walls do occlude, they just don't occlude my dots because they're being printed straight to my headset. Okay, so these lasers are here, and they just revealed to me there's a bridge I might have missed. So they're introducing the idea of these, like, you know, rapid fire scanners at the same time that they're helping me solve a navigation problem. This game is all about elegance. It's all about simplicity. You know, just... Oh, I just picked up an upgrade. Oh yeah, that's right. Mouse wheel or QE to change the aperture. So if I go up on the mouse wheel a bunch, then I'm just spreading really wide. But if I bring the mouse wheel down, it turns into a laser. You can paint shadows on the wall, which is kind of fun. Shadow painting is actually one of my favorite parts of this game. I'm absolutely failing to read the text. Yeah, let's widen that aperture a bit. I'm assuming these dots are culled with distance because I've made a lot of dots now. I can't really see where I began. It looks like they turn... Oh wait, no. I can see where I began. Wow. They're really just drawing all of these dots. It seems to perform pretty well, so... Epic Sakura says, let's just hope Gladys doesn't show up. That would be weird, to be playing some unrelated game and then suddenly find myself in Portal. Hello? Well, that's not creepy at all. Shadow painting. So, what? Is this a statue? Is it a person? Has someone been bronzed? Okay, not that way. Up here? Yeah, this scanner does actually solve one of the problems you face in a lot of, you know, exploration games. Is, you know, you try to make a really realistic-looking world, and you know, all of that, you know, the real world is busy, it's full of details, and all those details can sort of be a little bit of a smokescreen to the stuff you want the player to notice, and it can take a lot of effort, and sometimes some kind of ham-fisted, you know, giant glowing arrows and lights and things like that to point out to the player what it is that you actually want them to notice in the room. In this game, what they want you to notice is almost always the exit, and the exits are all self-highlighting. Right? Like, they don't have to solve the problem in every single room. How do I make the player notice the exit? Because the exit's always purple. Just by the very nature of reality in this world, the exit is purple. Oh, right, I can zoom in. Having trouble seeing everything. Okay, so, got a bridge here. Looks like we got a bridge up there. Bridges down below. And no way across that, probably without dying. So let's drop here. So I think I remember this room from the first time I played. I only played for like a short while. During my lunch break the other day. But yeah, so this bridge is totally collapsed. I can't go that way. I think I spent a lot of time chasing this purple over here. Like, oh yeah, this looks like it's a tunnel, it's escape. This is the way I'm supposed to go. But that's actually a dead end up there. And so what I just said earlier about, you know, exits being a self-solving problem, well, the one problem is that so far throughout this game, you know, I started way down there, or even, no, way down there. And you notice this is a really linear track. And one of the reasons it's easy to find the exit in most rooms is it's on the opposite side of the room from the entrance. But in this particular case, I actually had to backtrack, if I remember correctly, and go up alongside my former route. And that was actually, it took me a long time to figure that out. But you know, maybe that was obvious and I should be embarrassed, but yeah, okay, so another thing, I can't make it across. I don't think I can jump that far. I don't think, and they're trying to make it clear, I think there's nothing up there. But I can drop to this. No way this direction. But I am on the other side of this original gap that I couldn't cross. And that means I'm on top of this bridge. What? What? Ah! So I have no idea what happens if I fall because I am afraid to. So can't tell you what happens there. But they never did iron out all the glitches. Sometimes you'd see sensor echoes from days earlier. Calibrations turned to ghosts. Is that what that guy was earlier? Except he had collisions, so can't be. But even so, I never could explain everything I saw. Oh, I'm reading text that's appearing behind my head. Well, that's just awkward. So let me, it's always hard to guess in advance exactly where my face should be on this screen. But I don't have a clear memory of what the HUD looks like in a game. The story is pretty minimalist, though, so you really didn't miss much. It's just, I'm in a creepy place. I'm obsessed with it. I'm exploring it to find some dark secret, and everybody else thinks I'm crazy. And then just, you know, comments on the technical side of how this works. And oh, there's a thing over there that I want. Can't get there. Guess I need to go around. And this is... oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, I do not want to fall down, please. No, no. Don't do that when I'm going to fall down. Where are we going? Alright, so I hope I can make that. Ah, stop that. What is causing these glitches? When this thing is like my only source of light, having it glitch out is kind of scary. Because I don't know what's going to jump out at me as soon as I don't have this thing. Ooh, pretty rock. Alright. Burst scan, huh? Neat. Let's do a big scan of the room all at once. Am I supposed to be okay with going down there? Oh, it's recharging for its next... there it goes. Sure. Oh. As before, I'm covering up a piece of HUD. down there that's telling me when I can do my next burst scan. So it's like they're unlocking leveled up abilities for me in this game, but all of them are about just the process of making the level visible to myself. Like, that's it. They're not giving me combat abilities, anything to fight. I'm not getting any new navigation abilities. It's just more ways to help me do the one thing this game's about. I kind of, I appreciate a game that picks what it's about and commits to it, right? And I'm standing in water, I guess? So I guess these lasers penetrate water pretty effectively. It must have just been a puddle, because there doesn't seem to be any water here anymore. Whoa. Okay, not that direction. Sure? I have no idea who would ever do this. I mean, this guy's basically got a VR headset on. He's got to trust that there actually is a real world under all these dots. Like, if his equipment glitches out or something and puts dots where there's no world, he can just fall to his death. I haven't played a ton of VR, but I can tell you, like, you learn not to trust it that much. Certainly wouldn't trust my life to that headset telling me the right thing. Oh, there's someplace I've been before. That's actually really interesting. Like, I get really used to just getting turned around in games, just not really having a sense of how the entire level fits together. I just know, one room and how it connects to the next. Being able to actually see how close I'm getting to other places I've been before. Probably a long time ago. It's kind of strange and interesting. Can I even... Oh, okay. I was going to say, can I make that jump? But, yeah, it turned out the platform was bigger than I thought. Ah... Okay, so that doesn't seem like a place I can go. I mean, I might be able to stand over there, but to what purpose? It doesn't look like I can get anywhere. Is this a new place? It's got a lot of dots, but not inside this hallway. The temple must have been over 1,000 years old. Hey, music! Means something's happening. Searching for cultists? Why would you search for cultists? It's a bad idea. You're supposed to stay away from cultists. Some kind of tree? Root system? Huh. I think the first time I played this during my lunch break, somebody called it a bat simulator. I'm pretty... Oh, what? No. Go away, monster. I'm kind of impressed that a human brain can figure out what they're looking at here. Because, this is not exactly what the real world looks like to us. Oh, of course, this is where they perform the sacrifices. Obviously. You know, the sacrifices. The more I scanned around the altar, the more it revealed. Oh, did it? Well, let's try this little number. Alright. Some kind of rock. Hey there, Ivuki. I am playing Scanner Sombre. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to play it, just because, you know, this game is all about discovery, right? It's all about, you know, it's not... Whoa. Whoa. Stop glitching. Stop it. Whoa, wait a minute. There were some guys there, and now there are not guys. Map? What? I get a map? Whoa. Oh, nice. Oh, I can navigate like... So I've just mapped out this entire system. Whoa. So that's where I started, way over there. And I've explored this entire area. There's the bridge puzzle. Oh man, I love being able to look at the level like this. I mean, I love that part of my job is that I get to look at levels like this in editors and things. It's just, I don't know. A video game level just has a different sort of fascinating aesthetic when you're looking at it from the outside. Oh, this is so cool. Anyway, I don't want to keep playing much longer just because, you know, if somebody watches this and they want to play the game for themselves, I don't want to reveal everything. I mean, the whole point of this game is that it's black and you don't know what's there, and then you use a scanner and you find it. And seeing it in action, you know, seeing the entire thing, I think would probably remove some of the fun. So that is Scanner Sombre. Oh wait, what am I saying here? I always wondered how many poor bastards they threw over the edge. Oh yeah, right, I'm on a precipice. You know, just standing on a precipice that I can't see. I'm depending on a VR helmet and a scanner to show me where it is. That's all. But look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Anyway.